Most martial arts teach you techniques. We teach you how to think about combat. Stop collecting movements like stamps. Start building real mechanical proficiency across 6 fighting skills. Here is what happens in most schools. You learn 10 techniques at white belt, 10 more at yellow belt, 10 more at green belt. By black belt, you have stacked years of techniques vertically, but the techniques themselves remain isolated. The connection between a white belt block and a green belt throw is never systematically taught. This is linear stacking. It produces technique collectors, not problem solvers. You end up with a library of movements that do not connect under pressure. Your brain treats each technique as a separate file. When you face a real opponent, you cannot retrieve the right file fast enough. You freeze. You fall back on the 1 or 2 techniques you drilled the most. That is not combat proficiency. That is memorization without understanding. Modern combat martial arts, or MCM, developed a spiral curriculum to teach complete mechanical proficiency across 6 skills without teaching the elements that normally organize them. Skills are not learned in isolation. They are layered across belts, with each skill at a different phase of development at any given time. At yellow belt, you work guarding at actions while striking remains at positions. At orange belt, guarding reaches presentations while striking moves through actions and blocking completes its entire cycle. Skills are not stacked, they are woven. This structure manages your cognitive load. Your brain builds one pattern at a time, then it extends that pattern to the next skill. The template becomes familiar. New skills load faster. By green belt, you have learned how to learn a fighting skill mechanically. Every fighting skill, guarding, striking, blocking, parrying, grappling, throwing, follows the same developmental pathway. You start with mechanical acquisition. First, position, static spatial placement, the shapes. Then actions, dynamic spatial movement, the transitions. Then presentation, full body integration, the complete mechanical expression. Next, you move to application conditions. Solo combative conditions. You practice against an imagined opponent. Isolated combative conditions. Your partner presents one specific stimulus. Variable combative conditions. Your partner presents 2 or more possible stimuli. Random combative conditions. Anything goes, real-time response required. Learn this template once. You have learned how to learn every skill mechanically. You no longer need someone to tell you the steps. You know the pattern. You can apply it to any new skill you encounter. This structure is cognitive load management at its finest. At white belt, your brain builds one pattern. Only positions, only guarding, maximum focus, minimum confusion. At yellow belt, your brain extends the guarding pattern to actions while beginning the striking pattern at positions. The template is familiar, so the new skill loads faster. At orange belt, guarding integrates at presentations. Striking builds. Blocking completes its entire cycle. Because your brain now recognizes that blocking is just positions for a new skill, blocking acquisition accelerates. By green belt, you have internalized the template. Adding parrying, grappling, and throwing becomes progressively easier. Your brain already knows the pattern. You are not starting from zero each time. You are building on a foundation you already understand. That is how you develop real mechanical proficiency. Here is where the MCM distinction becomes critical. MCM teaches the complete physical mechanics of the system. By black belt, you possess a complete mechanical library for all 6 fighting skills. You demonstrate the ability to apply those mechanics under random combative conditions. Your body knows what to do. That is the how. The elemental framework, the why, requires separate study through the digital library. That framework includes 6 categories of elements: human, biomechanical, combative, processing, psychology, environmental. It contains cause-effect relationships that govern mechanical outcomes and strategic principles that explain why techniques work. The 2 black belt designations reflect this. Black belt with white stripe means complete mechanical proficiency. Black belt with red stripe means mechanical proficiency plus demonstrated elemental understanding. This distinction is important to understand. The complete system integrates elements from the beginning. The full curriculum progresses through positions, actions, presentations, timing, distance, techniques, tactics, and strategies. Students apply elemental understanding concurrently with mechanical development. MCMA's contribution is a mechanical-only path. We teach the complete physical mechanics of the system without teaching the elements that normally organize them. This means you can achieve full mechanical proficiency without studying the elemental framework. You get the how without the why. The why remains available for those who want it. This is not a compromise. It is a focused approach. You build a solid mechanical foundation first. You can add the elemental understanding later if you choose. Either way, you develop real combat capability. Here is the practical takeaway. You stop collecting techniques. You start building mechanical proficiency. You learn a template that applies to every skill. You layer skills across belts instead of stacking them vertically. Your brain learns how to learn. By black belt, you possess a complete mechanical library. You can apply it under random combative conditions. You are no longer a technique collector. You are a problem solver. The spiral curriculum makes this possible. It is unique to MCMA. It is the difference between knowing techniques and being able to fight. If you want to understand the why behind the how, the digital library is available, but you do not need it to develop real combat proficiency. The mechanics are enough. The spiral curriculum delivers them. Stop collecting techniques. Start building mechanical proficiency. The spiral curriculum gives you the how. The rest is up to you.